It's the most coveted calendar on the planet, but it's not one you can normally buy in a bookstore. Now all those annual editions have been brought together in a single 600-page edition, together with previously unpublished material for a special anniversary publication.
To be a part of Pirelli calendar is the more extraordinary experience in fashion. It's what all the women, all the girls dream to be once, a model for Pirelli.
The girls we use in the Pirelli calendar are the kind of goddesses of today.
This is like really joining a club, a very exclusive club.
They're into making imagery and art and something collectible using the best people in the world.
The calendar was launched in 1964 as a promotional tool for Italian tire maker Pirelli. It was then published more or less on an annual basis, but it was a strictly limited edition, with all copies reserved for celebrities and top Pirelli customers. That exclusivity was intensified because production costs were kept under wraps. The publication became a collector's item. For experts such as Steffi Schulze, director of renowned Berlin photography gallery Camera Work, there's much more to Pirelli than stylish photos.
They've worked continually on the quality and exclusivity. They also have the best photographers of the day. The result is a piece of cultural history.
Among the 36 photographers recruited over the years, most of them from the fashion world are truly big names, including Norman Parkinson and Richard Avedon. German photographer Peter Lindbergh has done 2 Pirelli calendars. So did Californian Herb Ritz. Annie Leibovitz is one of the rare female photographers. Peru's Mario Testino shot the 2001 calendar, and French fashion photographer Patrick de Marchelier the 2008 edition. And in 2011, fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld was entrusted with the job. Clive Arrowsmith shot 2 in a row in the 1990s. An absolute plum of a job for the British photographer and painter.
What makes it special for a photographer is it's a dream, the fact that they're going to pay you a lot of money at that time. Now they pay even more. But the thing is that you've got all the facilities. You know, I mean, it's like when you shoot for Vogue. Everybody will shoot for Vogue because it's in vogue, and everybody started to shoot for Pirelli because it became an icon. And when you work for them, you go to the desert for 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks, and you go on location, you deck all the costumes, and you can actually empower it with your own vision, as well as the art director's vision, of course, who's commissioned you. And they do, once they give it you, they let you go like a racehorse and you're off.
Each Pirelli calendar has its own artistic theme. In 1992, Arrowsmith's concept was Chinese zodiac signs presented against the backdrop of a desert in Spain. The previous year, Arrowsmith's calendar theme was heroines. But regardless of the concept, the person behind the camera, and the exotic locations, the one key factor with the Pirelli calendar is the glamorous women. For the first 3 decades, most of the models were not particularly well known. But since the mid-1990s, a fair number of those who've posed have been famous actresses like Sophia Loren, or musicians like Jennifer Lopez. And then, of course, there are the supermodels. Some of them were still at the start of their careers. Naomi Campbell posed for the 1987 Pirelli, aged just 16. Kate Moss appeared for her first of 3 calendars in 1994.
It was the best job ever. We got to lie on a beach for half a day and then took a few pictures with Herb, and then had another day on a beach, did a few more pictures and went home.
The early ones were just really like girls on the beach in like exotic situations, a bit like Sports Illustrated is now, you know, like beautiful girls but with topless, lounging around on the beach, and then that was the sort of 60s. I didn't come until the 90s, and when, as I said, there was a women's liberation movement and feminist movement, and they didn't want them to be used as objects of sexy desire. They wanted it a bit more. Pirelli felt that it should be a bit more sensual but still have an artistic and creative quality. Well, nowadays everything has become much more overtly sexy, with like a very stylish, classy men's magazine. Our ones were just toned down.
5 decades after its launch, the Cal, as it's known, has reached legendary status.